Not too sure. Alright, we're gonna do this. And this. And this. I haven't actually done this for a while. Thank you. Do you want to work? Thanks. And here. So not there. I want to look for... There's the app. There's the app. Nope, somebody's already there. Yeah. Is that you? Yeah, it was a link. It was interesting. Somebody was already watching it, though. I thought it was you, but maybe it was you, or whatever.
I couldn't sleep. Had a few things on my mind. I know it's Xenos. I keep thinking back to Garlemald when he'd taken control of your body.
Okay, yeah, there's two people, so who's the other one?
Altogether terrifying experience, to say the least. And one that served as a harsh reminder.
I don't know who the other person is. It doesn't say. It just says that there's two.
No one, no matter how strong or
Usually I
quick or
skip the
clever,
scenes, but
is invincible.
I got to choose who I wanted
Not
to talk
even
to
you.
here.
And as much as it might seem at times
So this
that
is,
you
so
are,
my character is the one that's in the
one
blue.
misstep,
And the
one
person that's
mistake,
outside the door, her
and
name
that's
is Alize. She's one of the main characters who was... I'm trying to remember when she was actually introduced. If she was introduced in the first expansion or the second one. I don't really remember. Her outfit's changed though in Endwalkers though, which is this one.
Even though
I'm
I
not
know
really a
you've heard
fan
it
of the one
1,000
she's wearing
times
right
before,
now.
I'm going to tell you to take better care of yourself. Because you really should.
Yeah, her and her brother Elfno, I believe they're...
It goes
you think that
without
they're
saying that we're all
elves, but they're
committed to
actually
this
from
fact.
a different
doesn't
province
mean
or
that
whatever
we
in the
need to
game,
throw our
which
lives
is
away.
the province that we're in
You
right
know
now.
how I feel about noble sacrifices.
So yeah, like their ears make them look like elves, but I don't think like elves actually exist in this.
Right, that's settled. We'll be keeping the acts of gratuitous bravado to a minimum. When I looked father in the eye...
But yeah, I was going to
swore
skip
we'd
this,
find
but
a
it
way
looked
to avert
interesting
this
that I got to
tragedy.
choose who I wanted to talk to.
It wasn't a promise just for him. It was a promise for you, too.
Well, I chose Alize because she's kind of cute. I don't get to choose Lise, unfortunately, but... I chose Alize because she's kind of cute. I mean, I would prefer Lise. But she wasn't an option there. I can't actually... No, you can't choose to play any of them. They're NPCs that, they're, well, as it's called, they're non-NPCs, non-playable characters. They're my allies, like, in different, like, in different expansions and whatnot, they've, like, fought with me. Like, not, like, in dungeons, but they, like actually fight with you in like scenes against like the enemy.
Thank the gods that tower is gone. The
Like
sight
in
of it
one
was
of
enough
them,
to make me
her big
sick.
cutscene was she's a red mage. You probably don't know what that means, but in one of them, you had to battle against these other opponents. They were called the Warriors of Darkness, and every time you would defeat one of the warriors, you would absorb some of their power, and every time you absorbed their power, you would go and click on Alize, and she would absorb it into her sword. And then, well, no, you had to defeat the Warriors of Darkness, and then you would use that energy that you got from defeating them to boost Alize's strength. And then the enemies would do the same. The enemies had a black mage, who every time they defeated one of your allies, they would boost themselves. So it was a race to see. It was a race to see if you could fill Alize's before they did. If you filled hers first, then you would win. But if they filled theirs first, you would lose. It would be a duty fail, and you would have to start all over again.
Think he'll
So,
select contingent, more like. Word is, they fought their way into
well, I'm
Garlemald
not
on top of
talking
the
on the
bloody
game.
thing themselves. Not just the one, neither. All the towers have up and vanished.
Oh, I'm not.
I heard the same. Commander Aldin and his troops helped keep casualties to a minimum too.
That's interesting. I don't have the...
But is it true? They brought back tempered Garlean soldiers?
Maybe you're hearing me through the controller then. I don't have the headphones connected. I don't have the headphones
Commander
connected.
Aldin
I don't
tells you,
understand
they've a
that.
treatment for that now. But don't...
I see. Well, that's a relief
I
then.
thought I needed to have the headphones connected in order for
I
them
know
to
we've
be-
brothers and
there to
sisters
be
among the
volume.
lot, but I can't say I'm eager to welcome them home.
Won't need to think about it for a while yet. But to be looked...
Weird. So it must be coming out on the controller as well, then. No. No. No, No, it's just really weird that I can do that. But I actually found it to be really, really neat, is that when I was playing this yesterday, there was your allies that joined you from all the way from the first patch. Oh, now there's a
Another
second
day,
person here. I don't know
another
who it is.
commission of paramount importance. Well, what have we here?
Yeah, I don't know who it was, though.
Hey, are you all right?
Let me got the phone going here. So if you click on the video, which you're already on, and then you should see it shows in the live chat there. We'll say that there's two people there.
Was that? No.
There'll be a
The
number
shadows
two.
play tricks, nothing more.
Oh, now there's one. Still shows on my phone that there's
The towers
there's
are
two,
gone.
though.
And the Garlean threat is abated. Why does it feel as though it's about to get much...
But yeah, do you see how it says
Much
top chat,
worse.
and then it shows a little picture of a person with a head and a body, and it should show a number to it. Look, do you see where it says live chat or no? Okay, well, right below where it shows live chat, there should be something saying top chat, and then there'll be a picture of like a little... okay, I don't see the welcome part, but do you see where it says top chat? Maybe it doesn't show on the other one. Maybe it only shows on mine then. I don't really see why it would only show on mine then. Okay, that's interesting then. Oh, okay. So that's probably because you're the only one who's in there then. On my phone right here. Oh, it's because I'm not playing. That might be why. Well, I don't want to. I don't want to play because then I'm going to be talking to you there. But yeah, on mine it says 2, but there is only 1. I wonder if I can see it on here. So this is start recording broadcast. Yeah, see, can you see where I'm opening up the broadcast on the thing? No, but do you see where I had the broadcast open? Do you see that on your end or no? It's on the screen. No, just look on the screen, like where the video is. So you see that little Lullafell. That's what she is. Now beside her, I have a window open that says broadcast. How long I've been broadcasting for? Do you see any of this? No, it would be right on the screen. You'd be able. No, okay. So. It's not a chat. It's a window that's open next to her that I've opened up. You're probably not able to see it, but for me it says broadcast. How long I've been broadcasting for, and then it says that there's one watching, which would be you. Yeah. So that's what it is. So yeah, I can see that there's just one. So, see, yeah, that's all that's there. So if you look on the screen now, you'll see Alizé and her brother. They both look pretty much the same. So, but everybody that's in the room here, those are all of my allies. These are only just some of them. Like I would say about half. Well, maybe not even. I'm missing all of the allies from Ishgard, and most of them from AR, or half of them from AR, and general battle and event. On the screen? What do you mean? Garmont. It's one of the places that we're going to, or that we went to. Okay.
And lo, vile beasts did rise.
But you weren't able to see. No, because I'm like, if I remember correctly, where the actual video is actually further behind than where I am. So, what do you mean by a plus sign?
Leaving naught in their wake but blood and ash.
Was that the broadcast box? Was that the broadcast box? Did it show like a broadcasting thingy in it? And how long?
3 dooms to unmake all we were.
Okay, yeah. So that's how long you've been watching it for. So can you put the timer up at all?
My friends,
because you're quite a ways behind me. Just put it up as far as you can put it, because I'm up to.
What can you tell us of the situation, Your Excellency?
To 15 minutes almost. And how...
Last night, the isle was rocked by tremors, and the earth
So
itself cried out.
And... Okay, yeah, so...
Aloft,
it
the
seems like you're
heavens
caught
began
up
to
now.
burn. From all about, unholy beasts, the likes of which we had never seen, came forth
I think that was
in
on
fury
the one
and
that was
rage.
just after that. It's this... Yeah, no, it's an Awen guy or whatever, right? A-H-E-W-A-N-N or something?
No. To say they came forth...
The guy's name. It's A-H-E-W-A... Okay. Yeah. So, this guy here is what's called an Ari, an Aura.
The people of Radzatan themselves...
That's his race. You can tell from his horns.
Fiends.
He's the same race as my
Though
character.
the
My
phenomenon was
character is
observed
also an
throughout our
Aura.
lands, though they bear superficial resemblance to divinities of legend, they are ungodly abominations. The people decry them as blasphemies. The Large One's rampage has since taken it to the northern reaches of the island. I mean to dispatch our radiant host in an attempt to curb the threat.
You hear it again.
And what of Vritra?
Well, you must be hearing from the controller.
core,
I didn't think that there was a...
He knows the blasphemy.
Like, I know that
and
there's a
its
speaker in the
minions were but
controller,
yesterday.
but I didn't think that that worked
I pray
unless I had the
boundless
headset, but
compassion,
apparently it does.
mercy does not deter him from taking unenviable but necessary action.
Yep.
Understood. I asked her.
Yeah,
You would risk your lives to help
yeah.
us yet
I haven't
again.
played for a few days there. I mean, I played, but I haven't progressed in
Our
the story
regiments
for a
approach
few
the
days.
north from several
I'm really far
directions.
behind.
The number of units set to depart from the
Like,
docks
all of my
here.
crafters, who are your classes
They
that
will
do all
make
the
landfall in an
crafting,
area of
they're
dense
all at
jungle,
level 90 for me.
where one can
And
expect.
all of my gatherers, besides
I
my
leave it to your
fisher,
preparation.
are also at level 90.
You will find me at the dock.
And my highest level combat class is level 85. Yeah, I'm on a level 85 MSQ. I think I'm on 85. I might actually be on 84. I'm hoping that the next dungeon that I unlock is going to be a good one. The last dungeon that I did, the 83, was really, really hard. It was annoying. I hated it. And I'm... first boss was the only hard one. There was like... And only one real issue with it. Like, there's parts of the fight where he does like this magnetize thing where there's like a plus and a minus on him. And then there's parts where, like, during that you have to, I guess, identify what his sign is and what your sign is and whether it's going to push you away or pull you towards him. And then there's like an AoE that's going to happen in the middle of the field and on the outside of the field. So you need to make sure that you're going to be pulled towards him to avoid it or pushed back to avoid it. So it's kind of like a two-pronged AoE or like mechanic. Oh, nice. We have finally an Aether Current quest, it looks like. Yes. So in this game, there are Aether Currents, which allow you to fly on the maps. There are a set amount of Aether Currents that you have to find through, on my item bar here, I have what's called an Aether Compass. You'll use the Aether Compass, and it will tell you the location of the Aether Current that's closest to you. And when you collect all of the Aether Currents on the map, and then you have to do all of the quests that give you Aether Currents. How you can tell the difference is the quest that I have here, it's a bluish colored quest, so you can always tell that those are typically Aether Current quests. So I'm going to open up the thingy here. So this is this place here. So I have 2 Aether Currents that I found, and 1 Aether Current quest that I've done. And I think there's 10 Aether Currents you have to find, and then it looks like 5 quests you have to do. And then once you get all of them, you can fly in that area. So I can fly in Garlemont. I can fly in Garlemont, which is here, which is why it shows that I have all of them found. And then I can fly in on the moon, which is the last place that I was able to fly in. And in this place up top, Labyrintho, I have all of the Aether Currents found, but there's no quests that I can do for the Aether Currents yet, because I got somebody to fly me to the areas that I wasn't supposed to be able to access. I got them to fly me because I was leveling up my miner, and there's things in the game that are called timed nodes, which are basically, you would go gather certain materials, but they only spawn once or twice every hour. And the one that I was trying to get was for leveling my miner. It's what's called a collectible. You use skills to increase the collectability, and then you hand it in, and the higher collectability, it's worth more experience. And since it's a timed node, those collectibles are always worth more. So I got somebody to fly me over there. I can actually open up the map. So I was able to go here, in this place here, and then you have to go all the way around through here. I'm not able to fly here, so I have to like hop on my mount and do all of this. And I have to walk all the way around and then all the way up here. And there was, I think, a time note that was right around this area here. It was a real pain in the ass. It took me like 5 minutes to get here. It was a pain in the ass. And then, this is a place that I'm not supposed to be able to get here, the Charlatan Hamlet. So I had to get somebody to fly me here because I think it was right in this area, was the time note that I wasn't able to get because I wasn't far enough. I wasn't able to go here in the story, so I got somebody to fly me here. So, yeah, so somebody flew me here on their double mount, and then I got the node, and then just yesterday I figured that I would collect all the Aether Currents here, because why not? I'm going to have to do it eventually anyways if I want to fly. So I collected all of the Aether Currents, now I just need the quests to actually fly. I was actually surprised I was able to fly on the moon right away, because the moon was like the 4th area that you unlock. This was the second. This was the second. And then I don't actually know how to pronounce the first place, but the first place I have barely any Aether Currents in, because the Aether Compass was pointing to one that was on this down below area that I am also not able to get to. I'd have to get somebody to fly me there. Well, oh, this is the new dungeon. I was hoping to unlock a new dungeon. Alright. This is the level 85, I think. Alright, I guess we're just gonna wing it then. That's what I always do. We'll just wing the dungeon and see how it goes, I guess. Oh yeah, he's leveling. I wonder if he wants to join. Sorry? Yeah, well, I wanted to get the 85 dungeon because it's the new dungeon. I don't know if I want to heal it using my Sage or if I want to DPS it using my Dancer. So I'm asking the guy in my guild here if he wants to do the dungeon. Well, in this game they're called free companies, not guilds. You know, I gotta say that the Sage is the new healer that they introduced in this patch. I gotta say, I'm actually enjoying the Sage. The Sage was really, really confusing when I first played it, though. Like, the Sage started at level 70, so you have like all of the skills from like, let's open up the bar here. All of the skills from level 1, being Dios or whatever, all the way up to level 70. Which is like all of these skills here, you have to like figure out what they do. And then you have all of your role skills as well. And then like each class gets traits as well, which is what this here is. So it's like you have to like figure out like what each of them do. And it's like some, for like the Sage here for instance, some of them change. Like if I use this Eurexia skill, I can't even pronounce the freaking thing. But like right now, I use this as my heal. So this is just a normal heal, is what this does. And then the skill on the far right side, I'm pressing the button here. I can't use it because it's an attacking move. These two are my basic skills. Now, right now, if you see on my hotbar, nothing is flashing right now. But if I use this, now you see that I have Eureka Dios or whatever, then I have the heal, and then I have this one over here on the left side, which is an AoE heal. All three of these skills have now changed because I've used this. So now this changes into what we call a DOT, which is the damage over time ability. And this, my regular heal, this changes into a shield heal right now, only on one target. But now, if I use this one, this changes into an AoE shield heal. So using that one ability changes. It says it doesn't do anything. So you have to use it after you use this other skill. Because as you go, like I said, you can use it for the start of the living station and it will absolutely nothing. Alright. Alright. You're gonna watch me wing the dungeon? I'm probably gonna wipe a few times. Alright, so here we go. So this skill here on this bar here, it's called Papsody or whatever. This is the skill I was talking about. So I think you need to do this, and that, yeah. That did almost 5,000. Now if you used this, the Papsody, before you used that, it would say miss, and it would do absolutely nothing. Alright, here we go. Yeah, well, I just invited my friend there, so I'm going in as a Sage, which is a healer, and he's going in, he was leveling his Dragoon. Let's see what he's going in as right now. No, he's going in as his Machinist. which is a DPS. It's a character that uses a gun. So yeah, I don't know why he wouldn't go in as his Dragoon now. He was leveling his Dragoon. His Dragoon's only at 87. You'd still get decent experience in here. Oh crap. I forgot about something. I want to unkey for this one sec. Oh no, they're on. Okay, no, never mind. No, I wanted to do the FC buff here, but Matt must have put it on already. Let's see. It was put on 9, or it's on 9 hours, so... Oh, so Matt put it on 14 hours ago, okay. Each of the FC bonuses, they last for 24 hours. And it gives you, I think it's a bonus of 10% more experience. This looks like the Amulet, which I actually really hated. The enemies here look like the Amulet. The Amulet was such an annoying dungeon rig. So the tank is... so he is 530 gear as well. Great tank. Get up there. Why the hell is non-tank going? So I'm kind of out of practice here. He's really taking a lot of damage. He's using the CDs, so that's nice. Yeah, he's just pulling at mobs right now. These type of tanks. He's, as E.T. calls it, he's a fucking sprint tank. I hate people like this. He's using sprint because he wants to, like, do a big pull. It's like he's just being fucking retarded. Sprinting is never a wise idea because then you go out of the way of your healer. And once you go out of the way of your healer, you know, it just makes things not so good because you're more prone to die then. See, I fucked up there. I used Pepsody, and I didn't use the Erupsia heal first. So Pepsody, because of that, was completely useless there. It didn't do anything, it missed. That's what I mean, like, this character is really, really confusing to use. You have to know, you have to use, like, skills properly. That Pepsody did absolutely nothing because I didn't use it properly. So I'm going to use it now just because I need to do anything. At least he's in full 530 here. So See, the big thing is here is that when you're healing, they expect a lot out of you. Not only do you have to heal, but you also have to like DPS. So you actually also have to like attack the enemies as well. So you kind of have to like you kind of have to do like a double duty. Sometimes a triple duty. Sometimes you'll end up having to tank as well because the tank just can't hold aggro. So this is the first boss. I have no idea what this thing is or what it does. Note of Despair. Is that the Tank Buster or is that the AoE? That is an AoE, okay. Now this must be the Tank Buster. It's not. What is this? I have no idea. So it looks like you need to stand on one of these face thingies here to right now. Last Gasp. Is that the Tank Buster? It is. Yeah, it looks like it is. Okay. So yeah, most bosses have two types of attacks. They have the Tank Buster, and then they'll typically have an AoE. This boss seems to be out. Okay, I see. So this works differently. So determining on what he says, like he'll say left or right, that determines on where you want to stand. Okay. So as I was saying, yeah, most bosses will have a Tank Buster, which is a single target attack, which will do a large amount of damage to the tank. And they'll also have an AoE attack. That's fine. Last Gasp. I don't know what all this is. I think that was the Tank Buster. No dog. So that's the left and right one, I believe. Left, so that should be this side. What's left? That's okay. In all honesty, your guess in here is as good as mine. I've never done this dungeon, so I don't know anything to do with any of the mechanics. I'm literally just winging this. I have no idea what I'm doing. All I'm trying to do is keep everybody alive. That's literally all I'm trying to do. And this is what makes healing so much more difficult, is because I'm probably going to get hit, and I didn't get hit by that. Okay, that's fortunate. Yeah, like that's kind of what makes healing kind of exciting, is not only do you actually have to pay attention to the mechanics of bosses, which is what I'm having to do right now, but if other people screw up on the mechanics, you have to be there to save that person by healing that person so they don't die. That's what makes healing so much more difficult, is it's not as easy as, oh, I'm just going to heal the person and everything's going to be okay. Nope. You need to make sure that everybody is, topped up and nobody's going to die. And if they screw up on a mechanic and they take like damage because of that, you have to heal them to keep them alive. So if they're if they have like a vulnerability debuff, like my friend Garlic, he messed up on a mechanic, so he had a vulnerability debuff on him. Now that vulnerability debuff means that for every mechanic, not mechanic, but just every attack that he gets hit by for a whole minute, he will take increased damage because he has what's called a vulnerability debuff. Now, if you mess up on another mechanic within that minute, that debuff resets to actually 2 stacks instead of just 1. so you'll actually do even more damage. And it goes back to being the whole minute, instead of just... and he's wanting to drag... Oh, I hate tanks like this. Like, it's annoying when I want to, like, pull another set of enemies when they're still working on the first set. That's what we call, like, a drag. And it's really irritating. It's like lots of these guys are spawning. Yeah, and there's 4 of them. Okay, and this is a big ass daily. Okay. Did a lot of damage to 20,000 damage. Sorry. Oh, I'm going to be going to save one here. I know that. I'm going to be going out shortly. I wanted to do a couple MSP quests to get a little bit, try to catch up a little bit. No, like, those are MSQs, and it's the level. It's not like, oh, I'm 5 quests behind. No, like, each level of an MSQ could have, no, like, say, like, I'm on the level 85 MSQ right now, right? This level 85 MSQ could have 15 quests in it before I get to the level 86. So it's not... Well, no, I'm just saying, like, it could. It could have more. It could have 30. It could have 20. Yeah. I mean, I could ask. It wouldn't... Oh, there's definitely going to be more than 5. Like, the level 84, there was like 30 of them, I think. There's lots. Like, tons. Yeah, it wasn't fun. Well, at least this guy is using CDs. I like that. Like, when Matt was, like, tanking, he would like to tank and do these big-ass pulls like this guy's doing, and he wouldn't even use CDs. So what we call CDs is their cooldowns. They're skills that the tank has that reduces the amount of damage that he takes. That's what a CD is. And as a tank, you have a lot of those because that's your job, is to tank the enemies and to avoid taking as much damage as you can. So tanks have skills that reduce the amount of damage that they take because, well, it's their job. Their job is to take the damage in place of their other, their team members. So this is actually, I level 535, which is actually better than what I have now. So this is the second boss. And the tank doesn't even wait for me to get in here. I hate tanks like that. Meaningless destruction. This is I don't like how the field is. The field is really difficult to see stuff right now. Like, I hate the color, but right now it's really hard to see it. Yeah. Yeah. So, do we... Total of wreckage. Okay, so I thought total of wreckage was we were going to have to get it as balls, but apparently not. See, basically, if you don't know what you're doing, which I don't, I'm literally just trying to follow the mechanics of everybody else, and it looks like I messed up on that. So that was something that I needed to get in there. That's what it looks like. No, I'm dead. I didn't get. During that attack, you need to go in these balls here, and I didn't know that. But our tank is a paladin, and paladins are really good in the regards to they can heal themselves. So they still might be able to do it. It's hard to say. You can use what's called clemency. You can heal, but it doesn't really do as much anymore because, like, with the patch that they did, they reduced the numbers massively. But it looks like they'll be okay though. But yeah, clemency he can use to heal himself and the rest of the party members. But it's really expensive for a paladin to use that because it costs 2,000 MP to use. So it is really expensive, and their MP regenerates by doing attack combos. So, but fortunately now, the combo that regenerates magic is actually part of your regular combo. Before, it was a different combo. So now you can regenerate mana just by doing your regular combo. And they also have an off CD skill. What's it called again? I can't actually remember what it's called right now. I'd have to be on my paladin. But it's a skill that you read in between your combos because it's not actually part of a combo, but it regenerates. I think it gives you like, I think it's like 1,000 MP it gives you or something, just like by using the skill. So it's nice to like weave it in, and it's got sort of a low CD. I think it's like a 45-second cooldown or a 30-second cooldown or something. So it's not too bad. Oh no, it could be. I remember the one time I was using my paladin. We were doing a dungeon that's called Makaki's Well, which is not a very nice dungeon. And I was tanking it. And everybody died on the last boss but me. And I was a paladin. And I was able to solo the boss and kill the boss by myself. Because I was a paladin and I'm able to heal, and I'm also able to do damage. I mean, a tank's damage isn't very high because that's not your job. Your job isn't to deal damage, it's to take the damage. But obviously, you know, they can still deal damage. So, yeah, I was able to beat the boss. It was actually pretty easy beating the boss by myself, to be honest. I messed up once though. I got hit. He uses this attack that's called industrial or some. No, that's the crank. The crank is the AoE attack. It's an attack that he does that he spawns a bunch of different lasers that will shoot out during the fight. And some points. In the beginning, there'll only be one. Oh, Hectic's Fork, that's what it's called. One laser will shoot out. But as you get later in the fight, actually, like, you'll get points where it shoots out like 4 lasers. So you need to be like on the ball, and if you get hit by one of them, you get a vulnerability debuff, and you're pretty much 100% guaranteed, unless you're the tank, the next one will kill you. So I got hit by one of the lasers in that. I messed up on, I think, either the first or the last one. And yeah, because of that, I got the vulnerability debuff, and because of that, his AoEs were doing a lot of damage to me. But fortunately, I'm a paladin, and paladins are really, really defensive, like way more than the rest of them. So I was able to survive. So yeah, no, I remember E.T. was with me when we were doing the dungeon, and he was actually like really upset. He was like, just die so that way we can start over from the beginning. And it's like, I didn't want to, because let's just say that the same thing wasn't going to happen again. You know. Yeah, I mean, during the hectic smoke, it's like almost everybody gets hit. So I just didn't want to take the risk of, you know, possibly wiping there. So this is the last. Okay, this looks like it's going to be like that one boss. The hammer boss or whatever. I hated that guy. There would be like a hammer and an axe on the field, and you had to like predict which one you needed to stand on based on what the boss's attack was. Awesome. So he definitely doesn't look like the boss from the Araman. That guy was huge. This guy is like tiny compared to him. Alright, so I always like to target the enemy, because by targeting them you can see what the enemy's using. Right? That sounds like an AoE. That's what I thought. If I don't focus target him, I can't see what attacks he's using unless I'm actually physically attacking him myself. How is this? Everybody's standing over here. So that sounds like one of those skills where you got to stand where you need to. So it's kind of similar to that other one. I don't understand, but it's not every... Okay. I'm not really understanding. I didn't take any damage, so... But they, the DPS, so I don't understand this. He's taking a lot of damage, but that's probably just because he got hit by a plus. So this attack again. So everybody's standing on this one. This guy is standing. Okay, I'm gonna need to like watch a video on those attacks, because I'm going to be doing this dungeon quite a lot, I'd imagine. Humbling Sky, I remember this attack somewhat. Okay, I see. So we want to move to where the meteors aren't coming. I see. Yeah, okay, I see. So yeah, the meteors he launches from the other side. You want to stand where the meteors aren't going to hit you. Seems pretty simple. Thanks on the slide so I can see them over here. That's one thing that I really don't like about this. I messed up on that. Looks like I'm not the only one who messed up on that. It looks like the other machinist did as well. Well, no, he's almost dead, but not quite. He's still got quite a lot of health. But he was a bit quiet because that's the AoE. So let's get this one. Rumbling Sky, that's his attack. Messed up on that again. Sorry. Well, this is the last boss of it. But that's what happens when you just wing it. Well, that's what's interesting about this, is that sometimes the attacks, they'll look like the same attack, but they actually operate differently than what it originally looked like. Which is kind of interesting in one way, but at the same time kind of annoying, because you're expecting it's going to be a certain attack, but then it's not. No, they got it though. Like I said, this is what happens when you have a paladin with clemency. So we got an orchestra roll, that's good. Oh, but yeah, this thing is tiny compared to the guy in the Amulet one. The guy in the Amulet's huge compared to this stuff. So yeah, why don't you have the calm? I forgot. So every time you give a calm, did I get it? I must have already got it. Dang, I didn't get the thing, so... I didn't get the orchestra roll. What was the orchestra roll? As the sky burns. So somebody rolled a 79 on it. As the sky burns. So I wonder if that means that I'm close to being able to get the Aether current quests in here then, or to access the bottom area now. Because I've been in this, like, I've been to this map already. But there's a part that I wasn't able to get to. So I wonder if I'm going to be able to access that part now.
As I feared.
What is it?
The beast was there, and now it is no more. Yes?
What? Are you high? Are you high, Silva? Obviously he was there, but now he's... Obviously he was there, but now he's not? Really?
Indeed. We saw it plain. But you didn't, did you?
I saw nothing. Not the blasphemy that perished here, nor the other men turned beasts. And because of this, I now see all too well. There is no ether. Where the creatures should be, I saw naught but emptiness.
Emptiness? But that would mean...
Recall the words of the Watcher. 'Twas a stagnancy of ether, a cessation of flow, leading to decay and absence, that led the ancients to conclude their star was dying. This is the same phenomenon. The instant these people are seized by the transformation, their ether begins to rot and crumble away like dried mud.
So this is supposed to be like the end of this, the whole story that we're doing right now. This is, it's called Endwalkers, so what we're doing right now is the final days. So basically what it is they're making it sound like the star that they live on is dying.
Until,
Which
their
is basically why
to their very souls,
she's saying that his Aether wasn't there anymore.
naught remains.
But the beast spoke with its dying breath. Surely at least a sliver of the man it was endured.
Sorry?
Mayhaps so. But even if the process
We're not
was
fighting
incomplete,
anybody.
it was little
Everybody
more than
that's
a
on the
faint
screen is an
residue.
ally. The girl on the left side, that's Alizé. And then the girl on the right side, that's Ysilda. Or however you
Got to
pronounce
be
her name.
good. You're saying they cannot be saved.
Oh yeah, he's already done. Somebody messaged me on... Okay, that's... You know, the dinosaur guy, he's long past it. He, like, died, and then he, like, spoke, and then he, like, disappeared.
Not by any means known to me.
But that's what Ysilda's talking about, is that when we beat him, his aider disappeared as well.
Or by any means at all, like as not. For there is naught left to save.
So she's actually already died.
They return not even to the ethereal sea.
So she actually knows a little bit about this. Yeah, she died in the last patch, I think. Basically, the whole first bit of the story was about finding out, I guess, what happened to her and like bringing her back. So one of the enemies. They're allies with this group that are called Ascians, which are, I guess you can call them like gods in a way, but not really. They kind of transcend life and death, so they're not really gods. They don't really have the power that a god would, but they can't really die in normal means. So one of the Ascians helped us to I guess, bring her back or something. So that's why her eyes are all like white and stuff. Like everybody else has like normal eyes besides Ysilda. She's the cat girl on the left side now. She's also one of the original people that you met. This guy is Instinian. He's a dragoon that you met from Heaven's Ward.
Those closest to me already
and
know
these
the
are
truth.
Ari's.
A truth I must now share with one and all.
We just met these guys recently, you know that.
Vitra.
And this dragon that they're talking to, I've never seen this dragon before.
Our fair nation.
In Heaven's Ward, you had to fight the dragons. It was one of the things was called the Dragon Song. So you fought a lot of dragons, but this dragon, I don't know who this is.
Reveal your true self.
Big dragon, and that one was called Nidhogg. And the dragoon that Instinian, he actually used Nidhogg's eyes. Nidhogg's eyes like powered him up and made him stronger. But Nidhogg's eyes have been destroyed now, as far as I know. They've been casted into the abyss. The eyes were turning Instinian into Nidhogg, because he had both of the eyes. So we had to rip both of Nidhogg's eyes out of him in order to prevent him from actually turning into Nidhogg. So yeah, we took the eyes. Oh, that's what happened. One of the guys from the Heaven's Ward, he took the eye. Or no, that was after. I think we got the eye from him after that. I think one of the Ascians took the eyes.
I am as at home fighting in the air as I am on land. Take me with you.
Oh, so I wonder if I have to use Instinian now.
Were my words unclear? I require no assistance.
The first time we ripped them out of Instinian, and then we threw them down into this huge chasm. And I guess we expected that nobody was going to find the eyes, but I believe the Ascians got the eyes after that. The eyes don't exist anymore, but I think the Ascians got the eyes.
And it'll keep you from getting...
You heard the man. Seems I'm coming with you after all.
I can actually point any out to you because I haven't seen any for a while. The last one died. He became the last primal. Zodiarch. Yeah, he became Zodiarch. So I'm trying to think if there's even any of them left right now. I know Xenos is left, but he's not an Ascian. I think most of the Ascians are pretty much dead.
I fear it is as Vitra says. We will not survive this on our own.
Yeah, well, they were a real pain in the ass back in ARR. They were like
the very reason we
bad.
Then once more, I find myself...
most of them were bad, but I know Emmett Sell, or how you pronounce his name, he wasn't all that bad. He was actually, he tried to help you a little bit. He was the one that helped you get Ysilda back. A lot of them just like to cause trouble. Who the hell is this? Yeah, no, it's fine. I'm going to give ET a call back and see what he wanted. I don't know if he's going to be at work right now or not, but... Oh, I don't really care. He might be at work right now. Oh no, it's up to you, but okay. I'll call you back maybe tomorrow then. Okay. Okay, talk to you later. Bye. So is this an area then? Where's the main here? That's what I want. Disabled, okay, still. Not me. Anima. Alright. I have used this one. No, I haven't. Okay. So I'm actually missing some stuff. So I'm going to say here and here. Okay. Is there any more? Where are they? We'll take those. Oh, she's not right there. Let's see. We'll just get this one. 85 still, okay. I don't need to know directions, thanks. Not there, not around. This way, like it should work. Yeah. I guess it doesn't quite matter. Again. I don't need to know your directions, okay? I know where we're going. Actually, I need this one. So I have that one already, so I need to get the buttons down here. So I need that one there. So yeah, we'll check over here when we get to this one. So I got this one. which looks like it's just up in the main should be pretty easy to get them. They were literally outside that door. Doesn't look like there's even anything glasses here still. I got one. Oh yeah, this should have given me my level. She's out here. It's just that. We always have to take the lead, of course. I haven't been down here yet. This is the area, yes. So is this the only other one on the map? Looks like it. I like. Means I should be able to fly here soon. like it's actually closer to that. Yeah. It's going to be a hole right here. There's three in here. Okay. So this is going to be closer, probably. Oh, I see it. Alright, let's go. Oh, it's pointing up there. That's there. So, all those answers done.
so cold, Elfina.
The child is alert, and I see no wounds, and yet... she grows weaker. My spells can do no more. What she needs is a change of clothes and a warm bed. We must hurry back. Not now!
Matsia, take the child.
It appears we've made enough noise to be heard from arms around. More will be upon us ere long. We make our stand here. Mattia, can you take her back to the village? But the child, all by myself? You can't be serious!
The beasts will follow you home unless we stop them here. And so we shall. Be strong, Matsia. Her life is in your hands.
Right. I can do it.
I know you can. We'll keep them busy, Matsia. Go! Quickly!
Steady. You know the way. No! No! Not you too! Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid!
To live is to suffer. To drink have calamity. It is a perilous path. Death lurks in the dark.
No! I'm not afraid! I'm not afraid! Do not avert your eyes. See your life for what it is. See how the hardships make you strong. Every doubt reforged. Every agony. The divinity?
Nay, but one who would deliver thee just the same.
Please. You must save the child. She is all that remains of Mevan and Grasa. Please.
Well. Seems the babe's taken a liking to you.
Thou art strong, little one. Let us convey thee to thy home.
I spied our friends as we flew in. They appeared to be holding their own against the Horde.
Right. That's the last of them. We should hurry and find Matzia. What, like divine aid?
A fine battle it must have been. Shame I missed it.
Estinian, it was you who came to Mattia's aid.
I was only along for the ride. Vritra was the one who saw the boy was in need. The two are headed back to the village.
Where the worm will honor Ahiwan's wishes and finally reveal himself to his people.
Perhaps so. Will you go and join them?
There's something I need to do first. Mervyn gave her life so that her child might live. She deserves better than to be left to drift alone. She deserves to be laid to rest beside her husband, at least. Will you help me?
Either card. And the rest of them have been unlocked now. I've got 2, so this will be 3. So none in there. supposed to be. Figured maybe it'd be on. Nice. I see two. I like this. Time to fly. Two more. Haha. straggler. everywhere and placing those as platforms.
Look! Someone's coming!
People of Razathan, it warms my heart to see so many. Today, I would share with you a great revelation.
Okay, good. Thank James. Bunny girl. Oh, that's it. Wow. Arsenal's gate. Arsenal's gate. Looks interesting. Why can't I do that?
And here we are, Elpis. Well, well, how rare to receive you in person. To what do we owe the honor? Oh, just a few odd tasks. We'll be here a while. You're welcome to stay as long as you see fit, of course. As a matter of procedure, however, I must ask that you kindly remove your masks.
Come now. Is this truly necessary? Surely you can tell who we are.
Who you are, perhaps, but I am far less infamous. Regardless, if we do not follow protocol, 'tis our hosts who would be held accountable. So, please, do favor us with your handsome face.
Satisfied?
I thank you for your cooperation. You are free to go about your business.
By the by, you see it too, yes?
I haven't the foggiest what you're talking about.
That's odd. It's right here. A bit thin in the ether, but there's no mistaking it. The color of its soul is almost identical to Azem's. Do you suppose she created it? Rather unusual for a familiar to have a soul, though.
Don't ask me. All I know is that it's trouble. Doubly so if it's her spitting image. So let's leave it be. Come now.
It's trying to say something.
but it's literally too intangible to form words. Why don't you give it some ether? Spare a snifter of your bounteous reserves.
Who do you take me for?
Why, a dear friend, of course. One who wouldn't let acts of kindness, such as my accompanying him on errands to far-flung outposts, go unrewarded?
I suggest you close your eyes, or this may be unpleasant. You may open your eyes.
You even adjusted its size.
The better to indulge your whim. This way, it will be easier to communicate.
How very thoughtful of you. And may I applaud your artful reinforcement. Without further ado then. Greetings! I am Hythlodaeus, Chief of the Bureau of the Architect. Sulking beside me is the most honorable Emmett Selk of the Convocation of 14. And how might we address you, my new friend? A fine name. And I'm pleased to see you understand our words. So, tell us, whence have you come? The thinness of your essence suggests you weren't created here. You do not know? Or cannot say? Allow me to ask a different question then. What brings you here? Well now, the same as us. Perhaps Azim wished to come too, but had to settle for a familiar.
If she truly wished to be here, then she would be.
Right you are. My apologies if we've given offense. The two of us can discern the color of souls, you see. And yours happens to resemble that of a friend. And with your purpose matching our own besides, we jumped to a hasty conclusion. We are here to speak with Hermes, the chief overseer of this facility, which we also intend to tour in order to gain greater insight into the man's work. We, I say, though this is Emmett Selk's charge. I am here only to serve as his guide. And I should be happy to serve as yours as well, by way of an apology for the misunderstanding.
Wait, are you suggesting that we bring it along on official business? This thing we know next to nothing about?
If you harbor suspicions, better to keep it close than leave it to its own devices. Wouldn't you agree? Besides, having a mysterious life form in tow is the norm rather than the exception here. Welcome, my friends, to the testing ground of creation at Heaven's Edge, Elpis.
It's the doggy.
This presence.
Hermes! Visitors! We have visitors!
What secrets are you hiding, I wonder?
Is that a unicorn? I can't look at it. They are umbrella. Actually wondering. Northeast. There's one there too. So it's like 3 this place. There's one there. One there. Northwest. So it's going to be up there. The hell is that? Is that a peacock tail? Is it a peacock or something? The same kind of tails as this one is. No, not quite. It's not a little bit different. There's nothing to read. She has bird feet too. Oh wow, she does too. Quests are available here already. No, either front stuff.